Hey there, Denison ISD. This is Shonda Cannon, Director of Instruction. Welcome to our third and final video introducing our new professional learning software. In our first video, I provided the reason behind our change from ERO to professional learning. In addition, I also reviewed the various credit types that we track in Denison ISD. Remember that our new professional learning platform will be taking the place of ERO on April 1st as we register for our summer professional learning courses. In our second video, I taught you how to log in to the professional learning system. I provided a basic overview of the home page screen in professional learning, and I taught you how to register for a course using the course catalog as well as the calendar feature. Our final video will demonstrate our new procedure for submitting out-of-district certificates. So let's review. In ERO, our procedure has been that each time an employee attended an out-of-district workshop, they would submit a copy of his or her certificate of attendance to the curriculum office. Likewise, employees who are taking college courses would submit a copy of his or her college transcript to the curriculum office. We are excited to let you know in professional learning their capability is there so that employees are going to be able to submit an electronic copy of his or her certificate of attendance for out-of-district workshops through the professional learning software. Likewise, employees are going to be able to submit an electronic copy of his or her college transcript through the professional learning software. We are excited about this change. We are excited that it's going to give us the opportunity to store certificates in an electronic fashion. This change in procedure is going to make the process for recording credits to be a much quicker process. We do acknowledge that there is going to be a learning curve, so I want you to know up front that we are committed to helping everyone with this change of procedure. So with that in mind, what I'm going to do today is to talk about two very recent workshops that two employees attended, and I'm going to show you live in the system how they would go about submitting this credit in professional learning. So our first out-of-district workshop, this is a certificate that Tony Nunn submitted. She attended the Rocking Review conference on January 30th in Plano with a large number of teachers from our district. So January the 30th was a contract day for Mrs. Nunn. So she is requesting 6 hours of CPE credit for her attendance at this workshop. So what you can see is she has taken her certificate, she's written her name in the top right corner, and she has written her request for credit types in the top right corner underneath her name. So she knew that January 30th was a contract day, so this workshop was not eligible for COMP or the DISD professional learning. It was on contract, so she's requesting 6 hours of continuing professional education. What she's done is she wrote her name there, and then she went to the copier in the curriculum office. Any copier that's on your campus has the same feature, and she has emailed a copy of that certificate to her, and she saved it as a PDF. I know many of our workshops at Region 10 already send you a PDF of the workshop certificate, so it's just going to be a matter of you saving that copy of your certificate there onto your computer, right? And again, I'll go to the system here in just a minute and show you how Mrs. Nunn is going to submit this certificate for credit type. Here's another example. This is a certificate that we received from Coach Rhodes. Coach Rhodes attended the DFW Coaches Clinic from January 24th through January the 26th. And you can see that this was a clinic that occurred over 3 days. And so, what Coach Rhodes has done is he circled the various sessions that he attended at the coaching clinic. And you will see that he's got a variety of credit types because of the days of the clinic. So on Friday from 1:30 to 2:20, you can see that he has circled that session that he attended, and then he recorded the session from 1:30 to 2:20 as 1 hour of CPE because he was on contract during that time. Then he attended a session from 3:30 to 4:20 there on Friday afternoon. He correctly recorded this session as comp time because he is no longer on contract after 3:30. Then you can see that he attended some sessions on Saturday as well as a couple of sessions on Sunday. So Coach Rhodes requested that the session from 9 to 9:50, the session from 1 to 1:50 be recorded as comp time because he had looked at his transcript. He knew that he was 2 hours short from having his 18 hours of comp time. So what he's telling me is I want those two sessions to be recorded as comp time. But he knew that the rest of the time for this clinic, because he had fulfilled his 18 hours of 2021 comp time, he knew that these sessions he could request for DISD professional learning. So you can see that he's made a note and he's correctly written his name, and he's told me that one of the sessions should be recorded as CPE because I was on contract. He wants 3 of the sessions to be recorded as comp time because maybe heading into this clinic he knew he had 15 hours and he only needed 3 hours to complete his 18 hours of comp time. And then that frees up those last 3 sessions that he attended to be recorded as DISD professional learning. So it'll go toward his 5-year requirement of the DISD professional learning. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go live to the Denison ISD Professional Learning Workshop, that platform. So here I am, I'm logged in, and I have a feature, and so what you can see right now is that I'm impersonating Mrs. Nunn. So Mrs. Nunn gets logged in and she looks up here and she sees out of district request. So she's going to click on that. Now what she's going to do is go over here and she's going to click this where it says new request. You can see that the system is set up so that you are going to be able to upload your compliance certificates. And we're still deciding if we're going to use that feature. We'll communicate that later. But for right now, this is where we want to click because this is an out-of-district professional learning that I need credit for. So Mrs. Nunn would click right here, and then it's just a wizard that she's going to work through. So you can see that it's required that she enters the title of the course. So she would say this was the Rocking Review Conference. If there was a course number, she could put that, but that's not a required field. The location or the university, if this is a college transcript, is required, and so this conference was in Plano, Texas. And then the start date, again, this took place on January the 30th, and it ended also there on January the 30th. And this is where she tells me that she is looking for, it was 6 hours, 6 CPE hours. And we can just leave that as 6 since she has it written on the certificate that she's going to upload here in just a minute. And then in the description is where you're just typing me a brief note letting me know what you are requesting. So she could say, I attended the Rock and Review conference. Y'all are seeing how poorly I type when I'm talking. Goodness. Okay, so she's got a note there that says, I attended the Rock and Review conference on January 30th. I'm requesting 6 CPE credit hours. Then you can see that it is required that you upload and attach the file. So what I'm doing is I am going now to my desktop where I've saved the certificate, and there's the copy of the Rock and Review. You can see there that it's attached, and then all that she needs to do there is then hit submit for credit approval. This is a note if you need to send me just a brief note at the end, but that's not required. And then there she can finish and she can hit submit. And so there you see a copy of her out of district professional learning request. She can close it. And then now, so that you can see what I see, now I've made it where I've logged back in as myself. So I will go right here to out of district, and you can see right here where I have the Rock and Review out of district request from Mrs. Nunn. So I can view that and I can look at it. I can then, you can see I can click there. I can see her certificate to verify that she has the information, that she has her name and the credit type written in the top right corner. And then I will say, yes, that is correct. And then I will award, I will go right here to CPE, click that, give her 6 hours, and then approve that. All right. Okay, so we're back, and now I'm going to show you one more time. So now I am logged in as Coach Rhodes. So again, he's at the home screen. He's going to click on Out of District Request. He's going to say this is a new request for Out of District Professional Learning. He's going to enter the course title here. So it was the DFW Coaching Clinic. It was in Dallas. It started on January the 24th and ended on January the 26th. And it was for a total of, just a second, I'm having to look at the certificate here. So it was for a total of 7 hours. This is where he could type me a note. Then we get to where he is going to attach his file. submit for credit approval. Submit. And then he can close that. So now, let me stop impersonating Coach Rhodes. And again, I'm going back to those out-of-district requests. I see I've got a new request here. I can view that. I can see that he attended that. I can open his certificate, check to see that he filled everything out correctly. Notice that he did a really good job keeping track of what was on school time, what was off contract time. He knew exactly how many hours he wanted to request for comp, and then he wanted the other hours for his local Denison ISD professional development requirement. So then I can look here and I can say yes, he gets 3 hours of comp time, he gets 1 hour of CPE for the one that he was on contract time, and he gets 3 hours of Denison ISD professional learning credit. Hit approve, and that automatically puts those credit types to his transcript. So, I want to thank you for your attention. Just to end up here, let's talk about as far as the timeline. So, employees are going to continue to turn in out-of-district certificates and college transcripts to the curriculum office through the end of this school year. So keep turning in those paper certificates up until May 24th. We'll take those. But beginning May 25th of 2020, then all out-of-district certificates and college transcripts are going to be submitted through professional learning. So that means if you go to a Region 10 conference, a workshop in the summer, you're going to upload that PDF. If you go to an AP Summer Institute, you're going to get to upload that AP Summer Certificate. Anything that you do that's outside of Denison ISD, outside of our professional learning software system, then beginning May 25th, you'll upload those certificates. Like I said, we know that there's going to be a learning curve, so if you need help, feel free to come to the curriculum office. We will help you scan your certificate. We'll help you upload it. Another option, you can reach out to a tech-savvy colleague. I'm sure that they would be there to provide some support for you. But we're committed to helping everyone with this change in procedure. Know that it's, again, acknowledging that learning curve, but that it is going to be something that is a move in the right direction, because it's going to again, as I said, it's going to speed up that process to record credits, and it's going to allow us to store certificates electronically. So know that this resource is going to be a video. Let me try that again. This video is going to be a resource for you so that you could refer back to it after the first time that you attend that out-of-district workshop. If you need that refresher, just refer back to this video. It'll help walk you through the steps of exactly how you fill out that out-of-district request. So again, I want to thank you for your attention to this video. If you have questions, feel free to shoot me an email or give me a call there. My contact information is on the screen. I want to sign off by just letting you know that I'm excited about this change in professional learning software, and just want you to know how very thankful I am for the teachers and staff that we have in Denison ISD. You all are the absolute best.